Hi, designing a learning environment is a creative process. Very often you want to gather a group of experts, subject matter specialists, e-learning experts, multimedia professionals, and work with them collaboratively. As a course designer, you create a learning environment just like a composer creates a piece of music or an architect designs a building. In each domain, it is a creative process where craftsmanship and art are combined. After having watched this video, you can describe a strategy to collaboratively and creatively design a learning environment. You can list a set of constraints that have to be considered in the design process. You can organize a workflow where specialists work together. When an architect designs a building, he or she is creative like a painter, but at the same time, he or she has to respect the requests of the inventor, laws of physics, properties of the building material, color theory, aesthetics, and so on. Designing a course is a creative process too, whereby theory of learning, teaching methods, media theories, social dynamics have to be considered. I worked out a strategy that ensures that all these restrictions are taken into account while still allowing a team to be truly creative. Let me show you how we proceed. In the planning phase, you have made a number of key choices, which describe the target group, the duration of the course, the objectives, the course format, and the learning model, and so on. Now you develop a course, a scenario of the course. You begin by sketching the time grid for the course on a large piece of paper. All members of the designing team are sitting around the table. For a long course, the sheet may measure a few meters in length. Then you note the learning activities on sticky notes of different colors and collect them. Topics of content that must be covered to achieve the objectives. Learning resources such as video tutorials, textbook chapters, internet links, audio tutorial, etc. Assignments for students to work on. Research tasks, group work, reflections, reading talks, assessments, examinations, self-tests, and multiple choice questions. Now you create a learning path and distribute all the sticky notes over the duration of the course. Each activity needs some learning resources. Every assignment is based on some content that has been treated in advance. Assessments can be placed at appropriate intervals. Each learning process is examined of its synchronicity and accordingly dealt with on synchronous or asynchronous media. All the members of the design team try to put themselves into the shoes of the learners. They try to create a learning path as a natural walk from one learning event to the other. With this visual method, you will detect easily at this early planning stage if something is missing, if the learning path is too steep, if the social preconditions are set before challenging cooperative assignments are asked. An optimal learning arrangement is the work of a creative, collaborative process. Is designing a craft or an art? Have a look at what Francis of Assisi says. Thank you for your attention.